Good morning. It's Monday, September 12th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Baguazhang, the 8 palm changes. We're going to repeat palm change number 8 this week. There were several things last week that I gave. It was good. It was okay. It wasn't good. It was okay. Alright? Seriously. And so I'm going to repeat that again this week along with some corrections for palm change 6 and just a brief review of a couple of the other palm changes before we start into the circle walking, the pattern. It's coming. Also, I have I mentioned this before, I had made some recordings of Bagua. I was looking for a place to put them, and I had to do some reorganizing on my website. So there's some new material that's now way more accessible on Wudang.com in the martial arts section. I'm still working on it. It gave me until the rest of the day to get it finished up and get everything going where it should be, more or less. And I will be adding it. This is just for the material that I already have out there. There is some, there's some additional video that I have for Bagua that I'm going to post. I have me doing all 8 of the palm changes with some of the circle walking. I have also a video, an old video of Professor Yi Jing doing all 8 of the palm changes. Not with circle walking. Not so much. And I will get both of those ready to go this week. The newsletter that I have up has all 8 of the palm changes, the names for all 8, along with photos for all 8. So there's some resources available if you're trying to learn and you're looking at, well, what is she talking about? What is this 8 palm changes thing? There's a bunch of stuff that's available. Threads, the newsletter, is up on the website. It's right up at the top. You can't miss it. Let's get started with practice today. So, yes, and in fact, probably it's going to be part of my format is that you get the announcements first, and then we practice, and then I do a wrap up and tell you what's coming. Feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees, open the arms, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, hands circle to the front, basic stretches, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, reach out, and side to side. Roll up. Not too fast, not too slow. Smile. Fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down, follow the fingertips down, roll down. Reach out. One more time. Smile. The elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Up along center line, don't stop. I'm turning to my right, you turn to your left. And stretch out over the leg. Big circle. And again. Turn through the hips, turn through the waist, turn through the knees, turn through the ankles. Big circle. Come to center and go the other way. I'm going to my left, you're going to your right. One more. And fingertips stretch up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Stay there. Relax for just a second. I'm going to talk just real quick about this smile. When we smile, we relax. Whether you want to or not, you're going to relax. It's human. If you can manage to think about something that actually makes you smile, to let go of that tension as you smile, to develop the reflex that when you smile, you let go of whatever tension it is. That has value far beyond what we're doing in practice. What it gives us in practice is a relaxation through the whole body that we don't have otherwise. I'm trying to do this, I want to do this well, I want to do it correctly, oh my gosh, am I doing this right, what am I doing, have I got it right? And for me, what should I be saying right now? Should I just be quiet? If I'm too quiet, then what's the person who's following me going to be able to do, because they can't watch and do at the same time? What are we doing here, right? What should we be paying attention to? In in-person class, I might simply not say anything and expect people to follow me. I can do that. There's a part of being in the room and working in a group in a coordinated manner that doesn't exist online. It's not there. That effort doesn't need to be verbalized. Okay? I spent hours in dance class with nobody saying anything. Seriously. Yeah. That was a combination. Go do it. It was. It wasn't quite as nice as I might have liked, but it was all right. Go do that. So part of what I'm teaching is how to understand the movement. What are we doing with the movement? How does it work? Take it apart, put it back together. How does it work? What are the possible applications? Because in everything that I've learned, there is an application behind the movement. They're not separate. It's a Liu Qilan, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, give or take, talked about not separating practice. He's a Xingyi guy. Not separating the application from what you're doing in a practice. So that there's always this sense behind what you're doing that it's not merely a movement. There's something more to it. That something more, part of that something more is the opportunity for an application. Part of that something more is our internal workmanship. Part of that something more is how we move, right? And so I'm going to start with a how we move. Palm change number 8, just at the very beginning, right? So if I'm going to start here again, I'm taking this apart this morning. I start here, my right hand is, the center's over here. Right hand to the center, right foot front. As I step, I'm going to step toward the camera, right? And I'm going to go slowly. You notice what I just did? I just bent my knees. It's not here. It's here. Bagua step, right? It's not Xingyi. It's not Taiji. It's Bagua. Matters. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3. How did I move? How did I move? Do it again. I'll go this way. One, 2, 3. Same manner. How did I move? Slowly, deliberately, more or less continuously, to a count, right? A little rhythm, nice rhythm. I'm going to do it again. Same movement. Don't do this. Don't do this. No, don't do this. Check the stand. I'm still going to do this part. I'm still going to do this part. Don't. This part we can still do. All right? Don't do this. Okay. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Not only did I kick with the wrong leg, it was fluffy. There was nothing there. There was... Sorry. That really was awful. Don't do it. We want that sense of paying attention to what I might be doing. What might I be doing here? Deflect. Deflect. I have opportunities here. Right? This goes down. Remember, I'm foot's moving. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. Right? There's an opportunity. It's not wherever this goes, it could go just, I'm waving my hands around in here. No, it's not. That sense of connection through the body is also part of what we want, and it's not affected. It's not something that we can contrive. It comes from turning the waist and moving in the lower dantian. Here. It's here. Right? Part of that is deciding what you're going to do. And I'm going back to this, just the physical movement, right? Knowing that this has downward deflect. I could pull downward, I could grab something, I could pull it. I can drop my wrist and move whatever it is out of the way as I step around, right? That idea behind doesn't exist if I'm doing something like that. It doesn't. Yeah, it does now. Let's do this 3 times. Pay attention to the idea that there's something that goes behind this. Excuse me. Right foot front, left foot back. Right hand to the center. Turn a little bit to the right. Ready on the left. Sink. And 1, 2, 3. Again. And 1, 2, 3. One more time. And 1, 2, 3. All right. And yeah, you want your foot to come just under the hand. So I've been working to bring my leg up, and it does work on a kick. All right, let's do this 3 times on the left side, same basic tempo, and then we're going to do something a little bit different. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm not going to kick the kid. No, that's a very good place for her to nap. And go 1, 2, 3. One more time. Check the front leg. Make sure you're not set back here. You want weight on the front leg. You do. You walk in the circle, remember? And you go 1, 2, 3. All right. We don't move in slow motion in Bagua. We don't. We can learn, slow it down, which is my preference. Slow everything down so that even the tiniest movement is noticeable. I learned this many years ago studying Yang-style Taiji with Wudang, and we would practice slowly. One of my fellow students at the time made an effort. So put it that way. He made a very serious effort to practice as slowly as he possibly could, so that each movement took so very long. The skill that we gain from that is that we are able to notice even the smallest change in movement. Very often, in my case at least, before the person who's moving knows that they're moving. it's not something that's exclusive to me either. Okay? So my teachers could see it. I can name a couple hundred people that have this skill. Alright, if you're an athlete, you can see it. If you're a football player, basketball player, anybody that does interactive sports, you can see it. If you're a boxer, you can see it. It's a skill that we develop to be able to see movement before it happens. In the classics, it says, if my opponent does nothing, I do nothing. If my opponent begins to move, I move first. See it before it happens. Alright, with that in mind, one time, take it easy. To the right, right foot front. Take it easy and go 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster. Just a little bit. Not too much. We'll speed it. We're gonna speed it up a couple of times. Ready and do that again. Same speed. Relax for a second. How close did you get to the same speed for both of those? How close did I get? I was pretty close. All right, that timing. So we walk through it slowly. Here's what we're doing. I just did it. I did. Just now. You little hand thing? I did. Walk through it slowly. Make sure that you know which body part is moving when, how it moves, where it goes, what you're doing with it, and then speed it up. Each time you speed it up, you should be able to repeat that speed. Okay, so it's not just I can speed this up, it's I can speed this up and I can repeat it at that same speed. Right hand to the center, right foot front, slowly. 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster. A little bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The emphasis here is most definitely on 3. Alright? This is not a question. The possibility for emphasis at 1 or 2 exists, and we can't ignore it. What's my target? Somewhere around in here. Depends. Depends on where my foot's actually going to end up going. Because my foot's probably not going to go here. It's not. And the advantage is actually that my foot would arrive first. It would. My leg's longer. And that would throw my opponent forward into my hand, which would be available and waiting. That idea. If it's here, we can see it. If it's not, it looks empty. It looks, let me do empty. it looks as if there's no purpose. Okay? So I've done a couple of things that were kind of flighty and just this movement, this isn't it. I'm gonna do this one. It's sort of, but not really, because there's no idea behind it. There's no impression of what I'm doing. Right? A little bit with the kick. You can kind of see there's a kick there at the end. What was that? That. It's empty. It might look pretty. But, and you know, would you like some tea? We can think about that idea, but it needs to be in the context of this is an application, not in the context of, you know, here's my business card. Would you like one? No. All right. So we have, watch one time. We have slowly. And we have a little bit faster. Right? 2 times. First time, slowly, then a little bit faster. Second time, slowly, then a little bit faster. Right foot to front. Slowly. And back up. And a little bit faster. Slowly. Back up. And a little bit faster. All right, relax for a second. The speed with which we move, the direction that we're going, and what comes behind can all contribute to how we do the move. How am I moving? How am I moving, right? Which foot's where? Where's my weight? How do I manage the turn and stay in balance and change the weight and manage a circle? All right? Timing, like I said, is not slow. So the idea that what we've just done, good practice, that's not all there is. That's the kind of preparation. All right? When we practice, we've got this movement around the circle. We're building that energy. We're building that momentum. We're taking that kinetic energy, and we want to be able to use it. We need to be well grounded. We need to be well placed. And we need to understand what the pattern is for what we're going to do, so that as we move, we know where that pattern is. We know what to do in that movement. And we can just do it so that we move with as much speed as we happen to have at the time. More if you're going around the circle. I mean, there's seriously more if you're going around the circle. All right? So we just did slow, a little bit faster. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do both of those, and then we're going to do a little bit faster still. All right? So, and right foot front, left foot back. Check your weight. Smile. Slowly, and go 1, 2, 3. It was probably a little faster than I intended, but it's all right. And a little bit faster, and go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ready? Take a breath. Relax. The more you relax, the more you can relax through the body, the easier it is to move quickly. Breathe. Relax. Wrong foot. Oops. Ready? That was the correct foot. Again. Relax. One more time. Relax. Right foot set front. Ready? Rest. Couple of things that you will notice. I cover a lot more ground when I'm moving faster. I do. I do. That idea, right? For me, what's going on behind that? Number one, there is physical energy that I am carrying into each and every movement that is partly from the speed at which I'm moving. That kinetic energy carries me through the move. Can I restrain that so that I don't move, I don't travel as much? Yeah. Why do I want to? I don't. I want to be able to use it. How do I develop that skill? Partly through rooting, partly through this slow practice. We're going to do left side in just a second. Partly through this slow, medium, faster practice, so that we develop a better sense of where we are in space, as well as a better sense of what that kinetic energy feels like and how to channel it through the movement. Slowly. Left foot front, right foot back. Smile. Check the front leg. And slowly. Right heel, left hand. Again. Just a little bit faster, not much. And go 1, 2, 3. Do that again. Ready, and go 1, 2, 3. All right, now I may go off a little bit at an angle here. We're gonna do this faster, because my cat's still up over here and I'm not going to step on her, so I might need to go at a little bit of an angle over here. It's alright. Left foot front, right foot back. Ready? Take a breath. Check your way. Do it again. Ready? Breathe. Set. Go. Alright, now I'm going to do something. I'm going to do what's next. I'm probably going to go off the camera, but I want to show something here. This left side. Okay. Alright, that ending movement, what I'm going for there, and we're going to work on this some more tomorrow, is the pullback that you saw me do, right? So, I'm here, and I pull the leg back. We're not going to do that. We're not. We want to be able to do that, which is why I did it. Alright, so as, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This leg doesn't, whatever leg is going out here, it goes down, it doesn't come back. You want to be able to control that, right? Comes out to the heel, and it comes down with the step. Where does it come down? On knee, ankle, foot. Where are you going to put your foot down? I'm right here. Alright. That step forward. This gets ready. Down and in as I step around. Come here. We'll work on that a little bit. We're going to have a little bit more tomorrow. This idea that, again, my point here was that even as I'm pulling my foot back in, that's not what happens in the form. The goal, the purpose for doing that, the purpose in being able to do that, is that you can put your foot wherever you'd like to put it. This one's up. Where am I going with it? Oh, no, not over there? All right, let me go over here. No, let me go over there. Not today. You can see me wobbling on my other foot. Not today. But that idea, once this is up, where do I want to put it? I'm gonna go, no, I'm gonna go over here, no, right? That was, okay, it was okay. Not great, but it was okay. You get the idea. What we do in form is what we should be paying attention to in a form. So, how we move, the way in which we coordinate each of the moves, and the manner of the movement as well as the intent behind what we're doing, all need to be there. They all need to be present. Now, do they have to be present 100% of the time, every day? No, it's not going to happen. That's why we take things apart. That's why we practice. Today, we took apart the very first few moves in palm change number 8 in our earlier Heaven Bagua. Looking at the stepping, coordination with the hands, coordination with the waist. How do we manage this movement? What do we need to pay attention to? I focused on the outer movements mostly. What am I doing outside? How do I move? What are the different things that I might do in my movement that would be fine, it'd be correct, and that would not be correct? The inner workmanship, using the waist, using the lower dantian, being able to see. What did I just do? Did I just... No, you can't have my hand. Being able to see that movement before it happens. Right there. It's really hard to do on video, I know. It's really, really hard to do on video. It's hard enough to do in person. It's hard to do on video. These kinds of things, being able to look at how the movement is done, how it works, and what's going on behind it, are essential to our practice and our ongoing study. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to continue with Palm Change 8. We're going to review the last part of it. This, yeah, that move. That one. Tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Bye.